myself. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, it might be a station divided today, Studio 10 divided, but we're not alone because this next story is about a house divided that is in more ways than one.
That's right. One woman hoped her two younger brothers would follow her footsteps to study at the University of Michigan, but that didn't happen. So Claudius, why don't you tell us what actually happened?
Yeah, so when I first met Ellen, the first thing I ever learned about her, like the first thing, was that she bled blue. And like so many other families in Michigan, Ellen came from a family with quite the blue background. So I always knew that she would go to school at U of M. We actually all thought her siblings would follow her. So she couldn't believe it when her brother went to the dark side. But she wouldn't have it any other way. Here's why. Ellen has been a Michigan Wolverine her entire life. She can't remember a time she didn't bleed blue.
I can't even pinpoint like a conscious, like, oh, I want to go there. It just was always something that I knew I wanted to do. I mean, I even wrote my my essay for when I applied to U of M about, you know, I bleed blue and it's intrinsic in our family's nature. It was built into her family's DNA, a trait she says was handed down to her and her two younger brothers, Nick and Jack. So when Ellen was accepted into U of M her senior year, they all agreed it was the perfect fit for her and her family. It felt like everything I had ever known and worked for in my life finally came true, and it felt so right and so comfortable. I was so unbelievably excited. Ellen was in her second year at U of M when her brother, Nick, started the college application process. He was very strong in his convictions, and he knew that's where he wanted to go. And to Ellen's surprise, Nick was headed to East Lansing. The family was officially divided. I think it was hard for my dad to get on board because he's a U of M alum. All those years bleeding blue together had come to an end. But that's when Ellen says things got more fun. It was more fun than I expected it because there was a certain sense of pride in knowing that my brother went to school there, because it's one thing entirely to go visit friends because it's fun and it's, you know, and people can get out of hand and stuff, but when it's your family member, it makes it so much more fun. Soon the family rivalry became an even better family tradition. I still think a small smidgen of them bleeds blue. They won't admit it, but I think it does. And at the end of the day, it's supposed to be fun and a good excuse to get together with people you love. And this weekend, they'll watch the game like they always have, together, but now in a house divided, with limited trash talk, of course. I don't want to jinx Michigan or say anything stupid to potentially jeopardize the game. And it was only time before the youngest brother, Jack, would have to pick a side. Or go his own way. And I just spoke with Ellen, and she told me that so far today, the trash talking really hasn't been too bad, but she knows, and I know, that that won't last long.
Oh, wow.